Hi, this is Gabby, and this is episode 6 of the Gabb that we are doing on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And some of my dearest friends, I can't say old because they're not that old, Kajsa and Taylow Swallow, introduce yourselves. Go, guys.
Ladies first.
Hi, I'm Kajsa Swallow. I'm Taylor's wife of Sarto's.
And I'm Taylow Swallow, the owner of Sarto's and the Pantry in Jefferson Park.
And okay, so it's in Jefferson Park, Sarto's. Where exactly? Give an address and all that.
Sure, we're at 2900 West 25th Avenue, so at the corner of 25th and Elliott, just between Mile High and Low High.
Very good. And you've been there how many years now?
5.5 years now we've had the doors open, or at least for most of 5.5 years.
Well, I guess if I want to start talking about Sarto's, I think, oh my goodness, I had the privilege of being number one, and I thought Kajsa, who ended up being one of my dearest friends, was just the cutest waitress that ever lived.
She is the cutest waitress.
That is a compliment.
Well, it was you two and us, my husband, who's alive, and I. And I kept thinking, well, he's a nice guy, but this girl's really cute. But she has such a funny name. And he kept saying, think of Asia. And that's honestly how I first remembered Kajsa. Okay, so tell us a little bit about you two and the history of how Sarto started.
Sure. So, always been a lover of food. I've cooked since I was knee-high, and always thought about opening a restaurant one day. And when Kajsa and I met in 2006, one of our favorite pastimes or hobbies was going out to dinner and exploring new places around the world through food. And so when the opportunity came up where the space opened up and Kajsa's eyes brightened up and said, hey, that could be Sarto's, I had to take her seriously. So,
but it wasn't a restaurant.
No, it was just a big open space, but it was a beautiful old building, built in the 1880s, and just kind of a light, bright space on a corner.
Big windows.
Big windows. So,
And I would say it's probably one of the prettiest restaurants you've ever been in. I mean, there's a lot of marble that I'd like to know how to clean, what I have.
we just had it refinished, so.
Seriously?
Yeah, we had all the tables redone. You know, if we're going to reopen the doors, we got to make it look even prettier in here.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go into what you serve, what you do, and all that. But let's start where everybody unfortunately has to start now, with, I call it the horror, but the quarantine. And, well, I do. I just think it's a nightmare, the whole thing. So, and we're living it, so that's really fun. But tell us what happened when the quarantine hit. Did you stay open? What did you do? Blah, blah, blah.
Sure. Yeah, so, with us, I'm sure like most restaurants, in the first 2 weeks of March, we saw a significant fall off in just regular business. We were down about 50%. So we were looking at making a takeout menu and doing those sorts of things to play into what was going on. And between putting that together and 2 days later, when they came out with the mandate of restaurants, having a forced closure but being able to take out, I met with my management team and just said, hey, here's what we're looking at. And, the team kind of came back and said, well, how do we know we're safe? And how do we know the community is going to be safe? And so March 16th made the tough decision just to close the restaurant and furlough all the employees at that point in time.
Okay, so then you were literally shut down until when?
So we reopened the doors for the pantry on June 3rd, so almost 3 months.
Oh, wow. And did your top people stay with you? If you had to furlough everybody?
Sure. We furloughed everyone, and then they've slowly brought back staff. We brought back about a third of the staff thus far. And some folks have decided to move on, but we've got a good team that was willing to kind of pitch in and do what it takes to change the whole model, mix things up, and figure out how to make this work that will work.
Well, in the first place, you need a somewhat different team, not as many, because the way the rules are working right now, you can't have as many. You want people who are really there for you.
Yeah.
Now, before we go any further, I think we may have confused the world. Could never do that. Explain the difference between the pantry and the dining room.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's a good point. So, our dining room at Sarto's has always been kind of our mainstay. And we've had, traditional restaurant where we've had a bar and we've had our dining room.
You have a gorgeous bar.
Yeah, I miss it. And then our Chiquetti
Really?
bar, of course.
Uh-huh. You bet. Go ahead, keep going.
So
we're
that's always kind of been our
interrupting.
main. That's all right. I'll just pull it. So that's always been our mainstay. Doing dinner 6 nights a week, doing brunch, and the pantry has always been kind of our secondary. It's our little shop that's actually behind this, right? So it's really been a sandwich shop, and we sell our house-made pastas and sauces, and it's been the little brother. And so now in this new world, it needs to be the big brother now, where the pantry's become, we've rebranded it as an Italian bodega. So we're doing, we didn't used to offer our housemates pastas to go, ready to go out of there. And so we've redone the menu. We've added more kind of grocery items.
The boar pasta bolognese, I was given exactly one bite. It was very selfish people came, but it was fabulous. I mean, next time I find someone to deliver, it's on my list, but keep going. And so you're doing pickup?
Pickup only right now. Or dine, you can dine on our patio. We've opened the whole patio up. So we've got, plenty of room and plenty of tables out there so everybody can feel safe and enjoy the weather when it's nice.
Are you doing the entire patio, not just the part in front of the pantry?
The entire patio, and we've extended some tables out onto the sidewalk, so we have a large sidewalk area out there. We're looking at the patio expansion out into the streets for some street closures over the summer.
Will they let you?
What's that?
Will they let you?
It sounds like they'll let us. We just want to make sure we need it. And, so the pantry's been going for a couple weeks now. Better, kind of bigger, better menu, more options to take and make more items. It's really cool. It's kind of now where we always wanted it to be, because again, it needs to be a bigger piece of the business.
Well, I have to say, I did have the mozzarella tomato panini, the grilled one with pesto.
Yeah.
That was the bread, the sandwich. I mean, I'm dreaming of my next one. Seriously.
Good.
I mean, if I were allowed out by the warden, I'd be there. You won't joke. Most of Denver knows exactly who the warden is. I have to get dispensation. I had to buy tennis shoes. I had to get dispensation. But he's getting better. So
okay.
I think maybe someday soon. So you're doing that now, and you're doing this every day?
7 days a week, and we're doing breakfast Saturday and Sunday now. So kind of a light
you
breakfast.
are?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do for breakfast? She wishes she was there.
So we're doing an awesome, one of our favorite things, which is coddled eggs on top of a potato puree in a jar. So we poach the whole jar. So good. Mix it up. Throw on a little grilled ciabatta. So that's probably my favorite. We also do a great breakfast sandwich. We're doing a breakfast stromboli with house-made breakfast sausage that is amazing. We've got, granola parfait. We've got homemade granola.
Sort of like what you did at brunch, actually.
What's that?
Sort of like what you were doing when you were serving brunch.
Yeah, but definitely a little more casual, a little more, actually a little bit more like you'd see in Italy, right? A little more takeaway, easy.
Don't we wish?
Coffee and a sandwich, it's ready to go.
And a latte?
Yeah,
Yes.
and yeah, coffee drinks and
Oh, you too.
Or a
Oh, what have you got? You looks like a bag that you get.
these, these are Capri Spritzes.
Oh, here's to my boring latte that I made at home. Could
These
I
can
have
be
it?
delivered too. We'll deliver one to you.
All right, well, when you're delivering, could you put the sandwich in there too?
Yes.
Sure.
She needs food always. Okay, so what are your upcoming plans?
Sure. So we're looking to reopen the dining room here in the next week or so. You know, the dining room is very different, right? So we can't have any bar seating currently. Or chicken bar.
But you can, what I heard, but this is really fun. I could sit with Kajsa, let's say, and
Okay.
6 feet down,
Right.
there could be the next customer for us to be friendly to, with the bartender in a place where he's not contacting you.
Yeah, 6 feet from the bartender.
That's the trick.
Yeah. Well, that really sounds like a lot of fun. Well, actually it does. I'd rather be at the bar anyway. So what, you're going to open just for dinner?
Just for dinner, we're looking at 4 nights a week. So Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay.
You know, we can accommodate about 10 tables.
Okay, explain that because that's rather interesting.
The 10 tables.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we went through, you know, a year ago, in a summer night, you know, we would see probably 150 to 200 guests. And now we've looked at it where the spacing that's required between tables, of course, right, and distancing, and the way we're laid out, we basically can set up 10 tables. So we'll see more like 40 or 50 guests in a night as opposed to 200. So a big difference for us.
Okay, remember
Taylor's
when?
doing something that I don't
Okay, explain
think
it.
other folks are doing, where if somebody's out on the patio and
That's what I'm trying to get you to tell me. Go.
Pulling it out of me.
Yeah.
Kajsa, tell me,
Yeah,
Kajsa.
so the table is yours for the evening. We're going. Yeah, very European. You know, it's once you make the reservation, it's yours for the night.
So you're not going to reseat the dining room or that at all, right? You're freezing on me, so I have to keep talking. Your Zoom is freezing.
We're getting Zoom freeze.
Yeah, you are. We're not. I don't know whether it's your computer or what, but so if I reserve outside,
Okay.
in many cases, it says that if I reserve outside and it rains, I assume they're getting back on to anybody who's watching. If I reserve outside and if the weather turns, I'm not going to. You're adorable. Could you come straight ahead at me now? You're sideways. Could you please turn yourself around? You're sideways on my computer. Okay, we are looking at them
you're
sideways. Let's see if we can get them full face. This is, maybe if I go sideways, the whole world could see us. There you are. Okay, stay there. There. All right. If it starts to rain, as opposed to the restaurants who are saying at this point, well, pack up your food, you're going home, because the inside's full. You're not doing that. Is that right? You're doing it that they could.
Right. Yeah. You know, yeah. For people that, you know, I think to come out right in the environment now and they want to spend a few hours with friends, I don't think it's, you know, the right opportunity to kick them out if it rains, right? Okay. So for us, it's, if you have a reservation inside, you want to sit on the patio, that's your table. We'll hold the table in case it is. Okay.
My next question, only because I have seen different things and I do or don't approve of. I mean, this isn't my opinion. Are you only having a fixed price menu, or are people going to be allowed once they're there because they have it for the evening, can they order what they want?
Yeah, so we're planning on a fixed price menu. So it'll be
Okay.
We're looking somewhere between a 3 or a 5 course, and you can choose, which option you want. But, kind of like what we've always done, where it's here's what we offer, and you can add to it if you want.
Okay, well, technically, for you, if you're doing 10 tables, if you don't have that, you're not going to make a living, or there's no way you're going to make it. On 10 tables, if I came in and said, I'll have a drink and salad, goodbye, that's sort of hard when you're doing this. I'm ready to be the experiment, so please let me know. I could come out and sit with Kajsa, and we could be number 11 on the table situation. So you're not going to be doing it for Father's Day. That's this week.
No, I think we're just, we'll look at those things a little further out, some of the offerings we'll do, but we'll plan on opening. The goal right now is to open kind of end of next week.
Oh, well, the funny thing is, when I started this, the one thing everybody still wants is Gabby gourmet dinners. So
sure.
Technically, we could do a Gabby gourmet dinner with just 10 tables.
Sure.
On a night that, that would be really, cool. And you're still, of course, doing your specialty drinks, whatever it was, because you didn't give me any. And you are, well, what was it? You didn't tell me what.
It's a bag tail with an
I could
Aperol
see
spritz.
the bag, huh?
It's an Aperol spritz. It's
really?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one of my 2 favorite drinks. And you know that. That and the paper plane. Not too many people are sending me paper planes, however.
Strange times.
Yeah. The one thing you learn to do is drink a lot. Happy hour comes early.
Yeah.
And every day, it seems.
Is there another way?
We're just much more European these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do it at lunch just because I think, oh dear, I can't really do that.
That's fair.
Right. So the whole area is walkable. Has everybody opened up around there?
Most places have. Everybody has kind of restricted hours and days and that sort of thing. But yeah, most businesses have reopened, less the bars, of course, which are getting ready to reopen, I think.
Yeah, I hear some of them people are at anyway. I mean, I find it fascinating. Are you requiring, or do I ask this, are you requiring people to come with masks and such?
Yes, so we'll have guests that when they enter, they'll have a mask on. When they get to their table, they can take the mask off, and creating kind of little dining spaces for each table. So it's nice and open, but private and safe.
Well, but see, that's part of it. I mean, my issue in many cases is not you. I certainly trust you. But some of these places are at the point they don't care if you wear a mask coming in. If you have to go to the bathroom, they don't tell you to put a mask on.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not being political, but I just as soon follow the rules and live for now. I'm waiting for a real party, but I think we should have a Gabby Gourmet dinner perfectly, easily. So do you want Garrett to just stop by for a second, but do you have any idea, aside from my sandwich, which won't be in the dining room menu, the boar bolognese you might want to keep? I mean, I didn't think I would really love it, but it was really good.
It is tasty. I mean, I know I'm biased.
It flies out of the pantry.
It's great.
It's been discovered now at the pantry.
Oh yeah, it should have been.
And it's a top hit.
And I don't know why it wouldn't occur to me to order it, I don't know whether the word scared me, except the sandwich sounded better. Are you doing your own bread?
We are, yeah. So
Oh,
right before we reopened, the guys spent some time on actually a Zoom learning session
can
and
you?
spent
I
learning how to
call,
make bread.
I called the warden and I said, why don't we buy Zoom? He says, Mother, that would be me. Everybody has been buying Zoom. Did you see where it is? It went from, he said, I guess as usual, I'm a day late and $1 short. But the
Who knew?
bun, yeah, certainly not. I had to learn to turn this on. The sandwich bread that the mozzarella sandwich was on.
Yeah. So it's a
That-
ciabatta. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, it was just incredible.
And it's made in like the big open pizza oven. So
Oh, really?
it's kind of untraditional how you make it. It bakes in like 4 minutes and oh boy.
Darn, that's why I won't make it.
Yeah, it's tough to get the equipment.
We'll just
for
get
sure.
you one of those ovens. We'll get that in the
Oh,
apartment.
and where will we put it? In the living room?
In your parking garage, it's probably
All
like 60
the
by
people
60.
who live here would love that. I don't have enough trouble with all the rules. So what else about you, the restaurant, upcoming menu? Do you have any specialties that you're going to be serving? Anything you want to tell us?
Sure. I mean, for us, it's going to be more about the experience changing, right? Where we used to, our whole philosophy was around our staff engaging with guests, and that's a little bit out the window.
Hi.
Right? So now it's going to be about giving a space where people can come out, spend time together, have a great meal, but just feel safe and relaxed and not worry about, I know some restaurants are starting to do, you can only sit here for an hour or an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well,
That's not our goal.
I mean, in all fairness, what's interesting about that, those that are doing it, they are having the problem, not the guests.
Sure.
Because getting the food out, especially, well, they're doing delivery too, or takeout.
Right.
And when you're doing both, the 6 o'clock order is all over the place. So people are not getting out as quickly as you would want them to, but you don't really have to care if you are not turning tables.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I mean, I think it sounds like you've always been a place where I could hang out. And I think I still could hang out, and I don't mean it's a special, it's just more special because I'm actually like I'm at my house. Nobody's going to bother me.
Right.
Well, it isn't
Right.
like
Yeah, that's
somebody want my bar seat, technically.
Right.
Who's falling over the bar to find me? So, well, that's true. They don't want my body. They want my chair.
And ironically, those 3 bar seats are probably the only 3 that are technically within guidelines. So they may still be available.
Maybe for special, just for you.
Well, that's okay because the warden would prefer me outside anyway.
Yeah.
As much as I like the bar seat, I'll take anything just to get out.
I bet.
I mean, even a day sitting in the park is fine, but it's not as good. It's not as comfortable sitting on grass. But we'll make it work. Well, I adore what you're doing. You have to keep us posted.
Will do.
As to when exactly. But in the meantime, I can come to the pantry any day.
Any day. And for breakfast on the weekends.
Okay. From when to when?
So on the weekends, it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then the rest of the week, it's 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay. Pick up, but no delivery.
Not delivery yet. No.
I'm against delivery because I don't want to pay the delivery guys what I don't think they deserve.
Right.
I mean, that's my issue is I have no problem saying, let them deliver it. As
Sure.
much as I have a problem that it's costing you all too much money.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you're selling a $10 sandwich and they're getting half.
Yeah.
Sorry. Which is,
Yeah.
okay, so, and then when you open, hopefully next week,
Yeah.
you will be open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Correct. Yeah.
That's going to be fun to get a reservation.
Well, you know, we'll try and keep it easy, you know, but 10 tables, it's going to be
Well,
limited.
it's first come, first serve. Yeah. And no walk-ins, so.
Yeah, no walk-ins for now.
Well,
but that's what the pantry's great for, right? I mean, the pantry's great if you want to pop in and you can still sit on the patio and enjoy a great meal, just a little more casual.
And it's Fritz.
Okay, Sha, you know what I love, but yes, that too. Okay, Sarto's exact address, hours, web page.
Sure, so Sarto's is at 2900 West 25th Avenue. Phone number is 303-455-1400. Both of those are the same for the pantry. The restaurant, the dining room at Sarto's will be open Wednesday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to reservations accepted through 8 p.m. Right, so last table will be in at 8. And then the pantry is open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
Is reservation only by phone?
No, we'll be back up on open table for now.
Do they know what they're doing?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, no, I mean, it's tricky.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a slam. That was a real question. Because
I mean, some of the new platforms have moved more quickly. So I think a lot more restaurants are moving to other platforms that are easier for the guest and easier for the restaurant, you know, and contactless payment and all that stuff that's important right now. So for now, we'll be on open table. We're just assessing what's easiest for everybody.
Well, I love you both dearly, and I've
Love you
loved talking to you, and I'm so excited. And please let me know, because I sort of want to be there for the opening, because I was before and I always will be.
Oh, we'd love that.
Okay.
We would love that.
And just drink my Aperol spritz for me till I get one. Oh, ciao, baby. Love you all. Thank you for coming.
Love you. Ciao, ciao.